All right, hello everybody. This is Brian J. I'm here talking about the Cris Cyborg versus Tonya Evinger post-fight analysis. It wasn't a great fight. It was a one-sided beating committed by Cris Cyborg, but Tonya Evinger showed a lot of heart. She showed a lot of determination. She showed a very awkward style, which is what Tonya has. Tonya has a very, very awkward style. She has like awkward movement. It's not good. She's not a good striker, but she's a great grappler. She can grapple. She can get submissions. She could get. She's good at getting takedowns, and you know, she showed some good defensive skills. You know, she did a really good job defending, but not against everything. You know, I mean, she's tough to deal with because of her awkward style. And Cris Cyborg, I was impressed with how she took her time. She analyzed her opponent. She looked at, you know, she measured her. She took her time, and then she broke her apart. And Cris Cyborg knocked out Tonya in the third round with knees to the face. And in the third round. But I gotta give Tonya a lot of credit. I gotta give her a lot of love and a lot of praise for taking Cris past the first 10 minutes. I mean, she got her past the first 2 rounds. And that to me is an accomplishment. Tonya is the first fighter in over 4 years to get Cris Cyborg past the first 2 rounds, which is great, you know? And Cris Cyborg, you know, she can be beaten. She can lose, you know? But it's gonna take somebody with a great chin, with a lot of heart, a lot of determination, and a lot of skills. I think the only way Cris Cyborg loses at featherweight, you know, in the UFC, is if Dana White buys out the whole featherweight division from Invicta. Even though, of course, you know, Cris Cyborg had already beaten all those women. Dana White would have to buy out that whole organization and then try to buy out the whole featherweight division from Bellator, which I don't think is going to happen, obviously, because Bellator and the UFC don't work together like that. But you know, if Bellator ever ends and ever gets bought out by Dana White, the way Strikeforce got bought out, then really that's the only way I can see Cris Cyborg struggling against anybody, losing against anybody. And Julia Budd is a good fighter, but you know, she's not great. And she got submitted by Ronda like 6 years ago. You know, and Julia Budd is the featherweight champion in Bellator. But I don't think that she could beat Cris Cyborg. I don't think any of the women at Bellator could beat Cris Cyborg. So, you know, that's just me. But I'm happy that Cris Cyborg is now the featherweight champion of the world. So now we can stop talking about this. We can stop debating about it. And stop wondering if it's going to happen. I give mad props and respect to Tonya Evinger for stepping up the fight. I'm so proud of her. And I think she's going to have a good career in the UFC. I think Tonya is going to have a very good career in the UFC. I think she's going to do a good job at bantamweight. She moves down 135. I don't think she could beat Valentina or Amanda Nunes, but I think Tonya could beat most of the top 10. I really think she could. You know, her awkwardness, her grappling, her submission, you know, her ground and pound, her striking when she, you know, is on top of you, when she's got full mount, you know, when she's got you to the ground and pounding on you. Like, I think Tonya can do well at bantamweight, but whoever wins between Valentina and Amanda Nunes, you know, they're going to be a tough fight for Tonya. And I think Holly Holm is going to be a tough fight for Tonya as well. So, you know, who knows? We'll see. But I'm proud of Tonya, and congratulations to Cris Cyborg, the new featherweight women's champion. She is the new 145-pound champion in the UFC in women's MMA. I'm very proud of Cris Cyborg. She earned it. It took her years to do this, but she finally did it. And I guess that's my post-fight analysis. And I'll be talking to you guys later. This is Brian J. signing off.